Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 6 of NBA 2K19 with your Vancouver Ravens, and this is a big episode as we have seen a lot of improvement from the last couple of videos. We've seen slowly improvement from Deandre Ayton to picking up Darius Garland 2 years ago in the draft, and for us this year getting a big player in Lamelo Ball and really just going all out and picking up everyone that we could possibly can to make this team better. In free agency, went out and got Serge Ibaka for a 1-year contract to hopefully give us that experience, that depth to the rest of these young players, to show them that, like, hey, we got some players that are going to come in and they're going to might take over your positions, but they're going to teach you this game and why it's so important to play a certain way. So what we're going to do, I think Darius Garland, he absolutely needs to play as a shooting guard. And he's going to play as much minutes as Lamelo Ball. I want them both playing about 30 minutes per game. They're our big all-stars. We really need them playing the best, best baseball, but the best basketball we can possibly begin them to play. We got Wagner, Whitney, Mocha, Reed, Holiday. We got all our bench players. We are looking hella good. Kurt Kamaz will be our depth guy, and same with Bradley, Claxton, Jersey, and Frank Jackson. Now, this team has really taken a real big dive from last year. Like, it's taken a real big improvement. Deandre Ayton has jumped up to a big-time 87 overall, and he's just getting better each and every year. I mean, 13 points per game. Yeah, he went down a little bit, but that's because we got better players to help him out, and that was Darius Garland last year. Darius Garland really carried our team point-wise. He made it to the All-Star, or the first rookie All-Star team. He didn't make it to the All-Star game, but you could really see that this guy has a lot of potential to possibly make it to that position. I mean, take a look at Deandre Ayton. 11 rebounds per game, and you're going to see that a lot out of Serge Ibaka as well, and then also Anderson, who you're going to be seeing a good defensive player, and then both those guys, and then you're just going to see Lamelo Ball and Darius Garland really take over the game just point-wise, which we're really going to look for them to do. Now, I do want to make some decisions, and that is contract extensions right off the get-go, and we have a couple rookies, and that's Morris Wagner, Bradley, Jersey, and Frank Jackson, all guys that have not really improved very much. And I mean, Morris Wagner's jumped up every single year, getting better and better. But I think we're just going to leave those guys alone for right now. We'll let them sit until we have to really worry about them. And plus, we really don't have to worry about any of our main roster players because most of them are just young kids. The only guy we really got to worry about is Deandre Ayton. No, he has a contract, I'm pretty sure. He has a $8.23 million contract. Darius Garland signed up for the next 2 years. Same with Lamelo Ball for the next 4. So we really don't have to worry about any of our prospects or anything. Same with Aaron Holiday and stuff like that. So we're looking pretty good cap-wise. We have a lot of money in our salary cap. We have $19 million, so we're looking pretty delicious. We got Trent Pearson. We're going to trust him for another year. We're going to see how well he does this year again. Hopefully he can have coach this team to, of course, a victory is what we want him to do, is just make our team as good as we possibly can and play the best basketball we could possibly play. So let's get right into it. Let's get up to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and let's see. We get the first win of the game, our win of the year. We got to play the best basketball we could possibly play, and right off the get-go, we go 1-3. Oh, and that is not good, man. Just rotation manually. Have computer rebuild the lineups, and we'll go back there and manually change some stuff. Mocha, yeah. Alonzo, Serge Ibaka, sure. Holiday at 30, sure. We lost a big-time player in Darius Garland, but that's okay. Adam Mocha can take over, and then Lamelo Ball as well. 17 points per game. He's just ripping stuff up. Deandre Ayton, Serge Ibaka playing pretty good. Khalil Whitney, which is supposed to be Anderson, but why is not Anderson in there? What's with Whitney? Oh my God, 9 game. Oh my God. Well, we'll leave it the way that it is right now. Let's see how well Khalil Whitney will play. Like, if he really steps up and performs for us right off the get-go and takes over Kyle Anderson's spot in the starting 5, I think we could really negotiate with Khalil Whitney being our starting guy for sure. Pick prospects. Maker. That's a funny name. I think we're gonna definitely get another low pick, and I really want to make this team good. it's such a hard thing to make a team good when you're rebuilding, or not even rebuilding. It's an expansion team. It's really hard to make a good expansion team out of this team. We're 4-10 to start off the year. Definitely not the way that you want to start things off. We're probably in last place, but let's take a look at the young roster. I mean, we have a very young roster, so it's not going to be the most phenomenal, but we're seeing some performance out of Khalil Whitney right now. 12.2 points per game. I mean, he's doing better than what Kyle Anderson was doing, wherever the hell he was. 5.4 per game. He's really, really performing for us this year. And I mean, look at that. Like, oh my God, defensive rebounds, 3.4 per game. I mean, he's really performing to the best. Lamelo Ball has 15 points per game. We're really missing Darius Garland right now. He's going to be coming back sooner or later. He's one of our big-time scoring guys. And Lamelo Ball, he's a really big assist guy, which is what we need, and Aaron Holiday as well. So, two big players. And Lamelo Ball, like, we're starting to show that offensive talent that we have been waiting for, and the young kids are going to be showing that a lot. I think we're going to honestly have to take a look at a coach sooner or later, a coaching change. I think that's going to be definitely a big conversation for the next year, unless we are not able to perform. I think that will be definitely a big decision to talk about in the off-season time. Once we get there, is if we should keep Trent Peterson and actually go after a proper coach, go after a guy that can really make our team like a proper team. Because we're going to need that. We're going to need that veteran coach to really just step up and be that big-time manager on a team like our team, right? So, coach plan, quotation timeline, cancel, keep changes, rebuild. Yep. Okay, I want Darius Garland back in there. He's one of our big-time players, so I want him playing 30 minutes like I've said already. So Aaron Holiday, move him down a bit, and boost up Darius Garland up to where we want him to be. And then we'll play him 29 minutes. Sure, that should do good. Aaron Holiday, 23. Reed, 20. Whitney, 15. Wagner, 12. Okay, that is looking fine and dandy. Let's keep on the simulation going. Hopefully we can beat last year's record. I can't remember last year's record, but I know we only had 20 wins this year. We're on a little bit of a better pace, but we're not on the greatest pace this year. And I think Serge Ibaka and Kyle Johnson might be the best players to just get rid of. I mean, we're nowhere near a good team right now. And the only reason why we picked them up this year is just to see how they will perform and see what they'll turn out to be. The only reason why we really picked them up, Darren, no. Is picked him up to be those types of players, but we haven't seen him really step up, and I think it's gonna be time for a coaching change here at Christmas time. I think we're gonna change it up a bit. I feel like more of a defensive coach would help us out. I mean, you take a look, Deandre Ayton, 16.9 per game, rebounds, he's a bloody beast. Lamelo Ball, 14.8 for Darius Garland, Aaron Holiday, Khalil Whitney's ripping shit up. We're really performing. I mean, Adam Mocha, 8.2. I think it's time to bring in a new coach into the team, because I do love Trent Peterson. He's been our coach since day one, but I think it's time to move on past him and time to get a new coach. Let's see what we can find for head coaching wise. Kenny Atkinson, B-, B- potential, C- in defense. Not what I'm really looking for. I'm looking for that best defensive coach that we could possibly get, because we're going to need a big time defensive coach to bring to the team. Luke Schmidt. I want a half decent defensive guy. Dwayne Casey, I'm thinking, you know what? He was doing so well in back in Toronto, and he was a good coach there. Let's bring him into the Ravens for a year, just for this year, and then he'll be our interim head coach, and then we're going to see how well he do. If he does really good for the team, then fucking hey, we got a good coach in Dwayne Casey coaching our team. So let's really see. We're 10-21. Can Dwayne Casey change this team when we get already a W? That's what I'm talking about. 105-85. That coaching change really has made a big difference. Picking up a huge coach and Dwayne Casey to make this team more defensive. Because we know we could put up fucking points. We could put up points any day of the week. We have those types of players, but we need that defensive coach to come in and be like, hey, okay, we're going to play this certain game. We know that you guys can still get those points and stuff like that, but we need you to play this certain type of game so we can still play like the team that we need to be playing. Oh, shit. We need to rebuild. Yeah. Well, we will fix everything up again. Whoa. Why is there an holiday? No. Why is my game being all glitchy? That's fun. He is definitely not playing that much amount of minutes, but that's okay. Back to 25, and then boost him up to 30, which is what we wanted him to be at. But I think it's going to always fluctuate depending on how much points per game they're getting. And then I guess we have more minutes for someone else, so we're going to just throw Kirk Kamaz in there for like 6 minutes. Get him some time to perform a little bit. But Deandre Ayton's really jumping up this year. We're really seeing a big development in Deandre Ayton, and we're playing some good basketball right now, man. We're getting the W's. The team chemistry is going up, which was down than usual. I mean, our last couple of years we've been up a little bit more than what we have in the past. So we're really stepping up. We're having a good team this year. Our guys are liking each other, which is what we want. And Darius Garland out with a huge injury. He's going to be out for the rest of the year. So that's a huge injury. You're losing one of our big point producers in Darius Garland. He will be out for the rest of the year. So that's going to be a big bummer for the Vancouver Ravens. And also Khalil Whitney, another one of our big point producers, out of the lineup as well. So we're missing 2 big players. Right now, we are 16. I want to see where we are in the standings of the conference, because we shouldn't be that bad of a position right now. We're 16 and 30. We're not actually sitting that bad. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we're not doing that bad, man. You take a look at it. I know we're 18.5 games back of the Golden State Warriors, which is pretty far back, but we're not that far away from Oklahoma City. I mean, if we could string together some wins, I mean, there's no way possible that we could do that, but we're doing better. We're on pace to pass 24 wins for sure. So that's a good thing that we're seeing from this team. Deandre Ayton, he's having a career high season in 16.9 per game. He is fucking doing everything for the team. Darius Garland also had a good year. Lamelo Ball, he's been having a fantastic year. We're seeing a really big jump from him. Aaron Holiday, he's been decent. I don't know. We might be making a big deal here very soon to go after a player that could change everything for this team. Because, I mean, you could take a look at multiple players and say, hey, there's a lot of good players out here, but I think if we could find that one guy that could change up everything on this team, I think we could really look for that guy. And I just want to take a look at the front office. Is there like a train block or some shit up here? No, it's just player finder, eh? Yeah. Trade finder. Well, if we throw up like Aaron Holiday, for example, and just like show what would people bring to the table for Aaron Holiday. If it's like a good deal, bad deal, something, I would like to take a look at it. Well, if we do like Aaron Holiday and like a pick like for the Hornets, for example, and then like a next year's first, I'd just like to see what type of offers we can get for Aaron Holiday and some big time picks to see if we could get like any big all-stars. True Holiday, Samuel Williamson, who is one of the bigger draft picks throughout the last year. So yeah, you could definitely, I mean, not very many trade offers for that. Definitely not very many trade offers, because I don't think anyone really wants to step up and trade that much. But what happens if we were like, instead of the Hornets first, we trade away Serge Ibaka in the deal as well. So we would trade away 2 all-stars. So only 5. Ooh, Isaiah Thomas, but he's 31, and Miles Turner, but we already have a big center. I mean, we wouldn't be picking up very much there. A big power forward and Arrest Hamasi, which we've been looking for a big power forward. And that is a type of guy that, hey, this guy, 24 years old, yeah. But, man, if you really think about it, this guy could be a big-time player for us. Excels as a roller in the pick-and-roll game, known for making tough shots off the dribble. Overall, 83. He's been great this year, 14 points per game. And then Otto Porter, our small forward, which, I mean, we don't really need. How many years? 1 more year left on his big-time contract. That could be a deal that we could possibly look at of making some. If we really want to make a big indent here very soon with the trade deadline coming up, I mean, that's the way to go right now, right? You can make a huge blockbuster trade to improve the team, make an indent for the future of this club, right? Now, yeah, we might be trading away a next year's first-round draft pick, which would be big, but honestly, how lucky have we been getting with the lottery? We haven't been getting that lucky, and I don't think losing out on a player like Holiday or something like that, because we already got Lamelo Ball, right? We got Lamelo Ball being the big point guard guy for the team. I don't think we really need to worry. And then plus you have Darius Garland. I really think we don't have to worry about that in the position that we're in right now. I think yes, I would like to stop. We're going to take a look at the team again, once again. Player stats, where are we sitting at? Deandre Ayton, 16.6 points per game. Lamelo Ball, 15.9, 13 points per game. We could really make a big indent on this team, and I really think that's where we start, is with Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday's been a great player. If you take a look at it, I mean, you got two of the same caliber players, right? You got Aaron Holiday, who's been on the team since day one. He's been an all-star for us. He's been he hasn't been an all-star, but he's developing each and every year, getting better. Lamelo Ball is just the better version of Aaron Holiday. Now, we can make a huge deal right now and trade and get a big-time player, which I'm thinking we will do, and see what we can find with Aaron Holiday. So, Trade Finder. Aaron Holiday, I said Serge Ibaka, and then the next year's first switch will be unprotected. So, let's see what we can find. Jabari Parker in the first, which is top 3 protected. Marvin Bagley III, 21 years old, and then Hassan Whiteside, which I think what we might do is do like a 3-way deal. You pick up Marvin. Oh my god, man. Marvin Bagley III. Remember, he was in the draft that we were in, the first draft, and he is a fucking beast, man. Let's take a look at this shit, man. Known for his ability to score baskets immediately off the offensive. Elite rebounder. Catches we could use, man. Another big power forward. Oh, yes. That's what we were saying, man. Victor. But, I mean, you got Darius Garland. You're more looking for, like, a Marvin Bagley III type of player. That's the player you're looking for. Unless you want to go off this young kid that, I mean, is not that young. I think Marvin Bagley III. I mean, you're trading away 2 picks. Let's start the negotiation with this trade, okay? I mean, you're picking up a future piece, and we could trade away Hassan Whiteside for another pick, unprotected picks. I feel like there's just too much value for us to do that. I feel like if we trade away the Hornets pick, I think that would be much better, and then we could trade one of our younger prospects and Frank Jackson. I think that's what I'd rather do, is you trade away a first-round draft pick of this year. You guys pick up Aaron Holiday, which is a perfect point guard for you guys. You do got Elfrid Payton, but you get a younger guy for your team. And we pick up Marvin Bagley III, which has been a beast, and he's getting better every year. He's going to be really good alongside Deandre Ayton. And Hassan Whiteside, we could trade away and pick up someone else for like a good small forward. But I think this deal would definitely work out for us for sure. 15 players or more. Okay, we'll just pick up one of your guys. Is that Lamar Stevens? How about that? Would that work? Declines to waive his no trade cost. You little bitch. You goddamn bitch. Jersey, would you be... Oh my god, you guys are cucks. You don't want to be traded from our team? Tony Bradley. Will this go through? We're not interested in this trade. Got anything else? However, I have a counterpart after. Willie Reed. So we're trading away 3 players. Elfrid Payton. What is he? A point guard again? We're making a big fucking deal. And we would have to then... Elfrid Payton would actually be the backup. I think we could keep Elfrid Payton. He could be the backup to... Lamelo Ball, right? He could be that backup player for us. I think that would be perfect. We could trade him away if that salary cap's going to be too much. 2 years, $11 million per year. It's more than Willie Reed. So we'll have to see about that. But if we get this deal, you know what? I'll do it. Let's do that big deal. We're going to make another deal. We're not done just yet because now we're filled up with a lot of good players. But Hassan Whiteside does not fit on the team. He does not fit because we already got Deandre Ayton, and he just does not fit anywhere else. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after a centerman, since we practically just traded away every centerman that we ever had, because we have no other guy but for Moritz Wagner. So we're going to be doing that very, very quickly. Hassan Whiteside. Oh, shit. Another 60 days. We're going to have to keep Hassan Whiteside. That's okay. He could be on the bench. I mean, that's a huge deal, man. That is a huge deal. No, that's not happening. No, thank you. He could play 32 minutes. He could play 29. And we're going to have to get rid of Hassan Whiteside sooner or later. But that's a huge deal for us. And that will be our team. Marvin Bagley III will be playing alongside Deandre Ayton. Two big players playing with each other. Marvin Bagley III, Deandre Ayton. I mean, we are looking bolstered up, man. We are looking better than we ever looked like. Hassan Whiteside on the bench. I mean, not the particularly spot that we want him to play in, but it is what it is. In the end of the day, we're going to have to deal with it. And we win our first game with Hassan Whiteside in our lineup. But I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, and we're going to make a big deal in the offseason trading away Hassan Whiteside. We're going to pick probably another small forward, which will probably be the way that we're going to go with that, is picking up another big, like, small forward sort of deal, because we're good everywhere else. We need just a couple more players to really make this team a prominent team. So the All-Star teams, what did we got on there? So, Team Kevin, we got Steph Curry, J.A. Morant, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant. You got the reserves, Westbrook, Cousins, Beal, Porzingis, George, Simmons, Ball. Team LeBron had Kyrie Irving, Harden, Antetokounmpo, James, Bagley the third made to the team, but that's because he was not on our team. He was on another team. Let's keep the simulation going, man. Let's get another month going here for your... another bad fucking injury, man. The injuries are hitting us hard. I need Deandre Ayton playing in the lineup. Yeah, he is. Okay, sweet. Because he's the better player. Marvin Bagley III. Oh, man, I'm going to love that he's on our team, man. He was in the same draft as Deandre Ayton, just 2 picks back. And Lamelo Ball. I think, really, you really think about it, this team is going to be really good defensively. You get a good player in Marvin Bagley III, a low post star player. And with Deandre Ayton the way that he is as well, you got 2 young players. Hassan Whiteside to kind of just be there for right now. I mean... he is kind of a wasted space to the team. No, we don't need to worry about contract extensions. We'll have to hope that we could get rid of Hassan Whiteside for something good, because we traded away a lot to pick up the players that we just picked up. Like, we traded away most of our life just to pick up Marvin Bagley III in a deal that I liked. So it was definitely a weirder deal, because I didn't want to trade as many draft picks, and we beat the record of how many wins that we've gotten in the past couple years. We have hit 26 wins, which we have never hit ever in our life. Can we hit 30 this year? This would be a big milestone, and showing some more improvements like we seen in the last episode, where we seen some big time improvements. We're really seeing it now through the simulation, and that's good that we're seeing it through the simulation and stuff like that, because we really need to see it from this team this year. If we were doing something bad, doing something good, whatever was the case, Marvin Bagley III was a huge pickup, and really is going to be one of the main showcases to this team. And hopefully we can maybe take a look at picking up like an all-star small forward this upcoming year, and Darius Garland's back in the lineup, and also Marvin Bagley III. So let's get back. Everyone's healthy again, so let's get Darius Garland in that lineup, because I want him in there. Deandre Ayton playing power forward. Why? Because who's injured? Oh, maybe Marvin Bagley III's injured. Okay. Okay, Darius Garland, I want you in there, man. You can be lowered down to 24. And then Garland, boost you up a bit. Take you guys down a couple notches so we can boost up Darius Garland a couple minutes, because I need him playing in that starting and get him back to performing to what he needs to be performing to. And it's going to be really a competition between Garland and Moko to see who really jumps up to be some of the better players. And we are really starting to win some games now. I really want to see where we are sitting at in the playoffs right now as a team. Oh my God, there's been a lot of prospects that we've been scouting. Jesus Christ. Marcus Bagley. Maybe we could kick up Marvin Bagley III's brother. Where are we sitting in the playoffs? Yeah. Actually, we're not that far back. If you really think about it, we're 3 games back of a playoff position right now. That is actually insanely close. If we win these next couple games, we could possibly see ourselves in a playoff position. But no, we're losing every single game to the end of the year, of course. But yeah, we're way out of a playoff spot now. I mean, we had a chance. We had a little bit of a breath, but we just started losing too many games, and we are not going to be able to make it into the 2021 NBA playoffs. But let's take a look at the other awards. MVP, LeBron James, of course. Cole Anthony from the Phoenix Suns, Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, Blake Griffin. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. J. Morant, he won the Most Improved. Coach of the Year, Steve Kerr, of course, with the Warriors. Morant had a really good year this year. He went from 2019 to, he really stepped up this year. Russell Westbrook, all those guys there. Second NBA time, nothing from our team. Third, and Zion Williamson, of course, made it to that team because he is just a beast. All defensive team, nothing from us. All defensive second team, Lamelo Ball made it to that. All rookie team, Lamelo Ball made it. Of course, he just had a great year this year, but did not beat out Cole Anthony for Rookie of the Year. Did he just more assists per game, I guess? I don't know. I don't know why my player didn't win it, but that's okay. We did pretty good. Second all-time rookie team. I mean, we were definitely looking at Precious. We didn't pick him. There's a couple players that we were looking at last year. Anyways, those are your teams, and we are not making it into the playoffs, sadly enough. We just made it out, or we're right behind the Nuggets by like 4 games. So, I mean, we are getting closer and we're getting better as a team, which is good to see. I mean, that is really, really good to see. And then now in the next episode, we're going to see more of a change up with this team. It's not just going to be some simple shit. We're really going to see a big change up. And now, Marvin Bagley III is going to be playing alongside Deandre Ayton. The Lamelo Ball and Darius Garland, they're going to be your 2 players they're going to look at for the future of this team. For the next year, as Darius Garland was just injured too much. He wasn't able to perform to what he was last year, but he shot pretty good. He shot the 3-point line, and he had a good free throw percentage as well. So we need to really see it. So the next lineup is going to be Marvin Bagley III, LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Ayton. Hassan Whiteside is going to be a guy that we're going to be trading to a team that we could possibly pick up a good small forward, because we could potentially wait for him, or we could go out there and get someone to really step up and be in that starting 6, because we could possibly make it into the playoffs next year. Like, we honestly could. With how close we were to making it into the playoffs this year, man, we were only a couple spots out. Like, we weren't down in bottom place where we only won 25 games, 24 games. We were literally so close to being in the playoff spot. We were breathing it. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for, I already said thank you for watching. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video, where we will be making some huge deals with the Vancouver Ravens, as we're going to be making some huge moves in the offseason. So make sure to check that out. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.